When you are a prime minister and you are having a bad time of it, and to be honest, Rishi Sunak is having an incredibly bad time of it at the moment. Not only can he keep absolutely no discipline in his party whatsoever, we had the illegal immigration bill just yesterday have a massive backbench revolt over a number of things, over uh, Theresa May even standing up and saying, "Hey, the government is pretty much giving up over its modern slavery commitments." There was a ton of different things that the rebels managed to get concessions from them over the treatment of child immigrant, children of migrants of immigrants as well. So there was a ton of, to be honest, victories. There's still big questions, to be honest, even if this goes back to the Lords, because they, like I say, the Lords amended it to to high heavens, and then it went back to the Commons, and of course these rebels have succeeded in gaining a lot of you know, a lot of victories in the illegal migration bill, at least where it comes to sort of things like modern slavery, and certainly over the issue of like detaining of children, which have been quite good, to be honest. But it's still not near enough. But they have also got a commitment on them on the safe routes as well, which I've said before. If you want to stop these channel crossings, the easiest thing you can do is set up a safe route. It will cut the numbers and decrease them overnight. When you actually bring this in, when you actually bring it as a functioning idea, will the Tories do it? Well, of course not. But there you go. So before we get more into discussing more of Rishi Sunak's, of course, big problems, please do remember to click on the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, down below, there are links to my Patreon page and one donation link called Buy Me Coffee, where you can, well, buy me coffee. And of course, as always, thank you very much to all those people who do help and support the channel that way. There is, of course, the YouTube thank you button and the Pony Club as well down below, too. So, more of Rishi Sunak's problems. It has been very, very obvious. Sunak is falling to pieces. You can see the poll numbers doing absolutely abysmal. Like, we're talking below abysmal, to the point where you've got senior Tories saying that the next general election is going to be an extinction level event, where some of them are saying in some WhatsApp messages that we might only have about 20 MPs. Think about that for a second. The Tory party going from the most seats to having like an 80-seat majority in 2019 to 20. That is unbelievable. That is genuinely unbelievable to what you can see here. But it doesn't just stop there, because you may remember we've talked about farmers in the past. And one of the reasons why the Tories have lost a lot of these rural by-elections is because the farmers have turned against the Tories. Just in the recent Farmers Weekly, 65% of the farmers that they surveyed said they would never, ever again vote for the Tories. That is a significant amount. And I've been trying to sort of tell you this, that there has been this movement in these rural areas from farmers turning away from the Tories. And we saw that in the Cheshire and Amersham by-election. We saw that in the other the other Lib Dem win not too long after that. And next week on the 20th, we've got 3 by-elections in one day. And there are a lot of Tories saying we're going to lose all 3. So if by a miracle, they win 1, well, it will be a miracle. but they are expecting not to win. And then we have, of course, Rishi Sunak today missing PMQs again. And in fact, in terms of Rishi Sunak's attendance at Prime Minister's question time, and remember, he is the Prime Minister, there is, the opportunity for members of the House to ask questions to the Prime Minister. He has missed, according to the House of Commons library, he has missed a total of about 20% of all his PMQs so far, making him the highest ranking, well, putting him on the top spot of prime ministers who have missed the most PMQs. And remember, this week, he is missing not only this week's PMQ, but he missed last week's PMQ as well. And he got questioned by that in the liaison committee, where, I'm going to an NHS party to celebrate the NHS, and it was, and here's the thing, it was a party he himself organized, so it seemed to have been of purposely ignoring that PMQ so he could have a get out of it. And then, of course, this week, when it's actually, the NATO summit, something, legitimately, okay, it's a NATO summit. He gets a free pass for mixing this PMQ. But the last PMQ was no. But missing two PMQs on the trot, highly, highly irregular. And like I say, he's missed about 20% of his PMQs. And then what happens this evening? What's Rishi Sunak's grandmaster plan for trying to raise Tory morale, for the fact that they have dire poll numbers, the fact that you've got Tories saying that the next general election is going to be an extinction level event. They're looking at next week losing 3 by-elections, with Rishi Sunak pretty much on the ropes. Lots of Tories are certainly questioning whether do we change Prime Minister? And I'm not going to put it past them because, like I say, Rishi Sunak's, his safety for that regard comes up in this autumn. So there is a big possibility maybe they went, should we change Prime Minister? Do they reach that level of desperation where they go, do we change Prime Minister? But then who do you change it to? You don't know. Are they just going to keep Rishi Sunak and just go into the next election just saying, yeah, we're going to lose? It sure seems like it. But if this is the plan, to try and boost Tory MP morale, to have a hog roast at number 10, it's just goes to show you how desperate, how out of depth Rishi Sunak really is. There is no plan, there is no strategy. Here's the thing, there are a ton of experts out there, not only on the left, there are centrists out there, right-wing experts who are saying Rishi Sunak should do this, this, and this, and he could help solve inflation. What's he doing on it? He's doing nothing. His plan is to sit in number 10, cross his fingers, and hope inflation goes down. And meanwhile, he's doing nothing. The highly likely of the immigration bill passing again certainly isn't likely, because it is going to go into the House of Lords, because a number of the Lords reforms that that Lords put in to go back to the House were voted out. So there's a very big chance that those Lords are going to go, no, we want those in before this bill passes. So that bill will be playing parliamentary ping pong. This is the Tory leader, and his grandmaster plan is to have a hog roast. I think that sums it up. I think that sums everything up, what you could say about Rishi Sunak's time as Prime Minister. So, as always, thank you very much for joining us. And of course, as always, please do remember to click the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, as always, there is a link down below as well for the Patreon page, the one-off donation link called Buy Me Coffee, where you can buy me coffee, the YouTube thank you button, and of course, the Pony Club down below as well. So, as always, until then, we'll see you all next time.